Yo, what's up guys, Jivan back with another video. The first solo cash cup of season 2 was this past weekend, and it was one of my best cash cups yet. These games were extra stacked this week because it was champs only, and there's not that many people in champs yet. There's still a lot of people grinding, so that made for some really interesting games. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I have not played a single scrim all of this season, and so I started off really sloppy. I made a lot of mistakes in these first few games, but you'll see me just gradually warm up throughout this tourney. I low-key don't even want to include this first game, which is why I'm talking so long, but you know, we got a good amount of points this game, so screw it. Oh yeah, I also recorded this whole tourney with keyboard ASMR, simply because I find it crazy satisfying. I'll be stopping by here and there with tips, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so like I said, first game was pretty dang sloppy. Couple things that I did wrong there that you should note if you're playing solo cash cups. First of all, I was using all of my metal on my rotate when I should have been building in wood, because that way when I get into the zone I can build in metal and be a lot more safe when I'm sitting still. The other thing is, with the semi-trucks in the game, with everybody griefing and running into your boxes with semis, all you gotta do is build 2 layers up. When you know there's semis around, don't base on the bottom layer like I was doing. I'm gonna be completely honest, I just did not expect that to happen, so I was not prepared for it. But that's all you gotta do. We skipped over game 2 because it was pretty bad. I don't want to include it. So we head into game 3. At this point, I'm like 800th in the tourney, not in that good of a spot. Okay, so I ended that game just really bad. I should have made a play on that guy that was in storm breaking the wall sooner. Because I didn't do that, I didn't have mats, so then I got dropped in a box, and then it was over. Another thing you probably saw me doing was taking a lot of storm damage on front edge of storm. It's a good idea to run ahead and maybe dip into storm for 1 second. Maybe you don't even need to dip into storm just so that you can get ahead of everybody. That's what I was trying to do, but I kept taking a little bit too much storm damage, as you saw. So that's something I gotta work on. This next game, I went into endgame with 4 launch pads. So you already know, I was just spamming those bad boys up. I actually really liked how I played that game. The biggest thing that I would note to you guys, and this is key for this season, notice how I've been sprinting in the end game, sprinting and sliding. Getting down the sprint and slide features are so crucial. I've been saving so many mats in end games and it's been setting me up really nicely to get top 5s consistently. The off-spawn fight this next game went on for like 4 minutes. It was shambles. That endgame was super shambles, but I bet you can see in that endgame why the harpoon is my favorite item. I've actually been carrying the harpoon over ARs in the solo cash cups. I think for a lot of people, maybe you carry SMG AR, but I like carrying a pump. Harpoons are so versatile, you can maneuver through builds really quickly like I was doing there, but obviously it can also get you crazy refreshes. That's why I always try to carry a harpoon because it can be a lifesaver. While we didn't pop off that game, we really did clutch up. It kept us on pace for qual this tourney. Bro, I was so close to getting a play on those kids down low. So close, and that guy just sprays in my back. But hey, another consistent game. We're going into game 7, but this is actually going to be our last game. I played so consistently throughout the games and the queue times were really long, so we were only able to play out 7 games, which is actually a good thing. If you can play really consistent and not have to use all of your games, that means you're actually doing really good, because it means you made the most of your games and you spent less time in the lobby, which is a good thing. Now going into this last game, the points that were predicted to qualify to finals was 110 to 120, somewhere in there. It wasn't precise. So we were looking to get around 120 to be absolutely safe. My plan going into this endgame, use my white heals to try to hit as many pads as possible to play super safe. We placed 101th place, bro. I'm not even going to be upset about it anymore. You know what? It was a fire tournament, a great way to start the season, and guess what? I went just as crazy on the West servers with 60 ping. If you guys want to see those highlights, they're going to be up on my second YouTube channel, Vibe and Jivan, tomorrow.